Hello everybody, Maria here, your health and wellness and fitness coach at bfabbu.com. Today in this stress series, I want to start converting your mindset over here in your perspective about stress to be a little bit more positive because it can actually help us be healthier. Look, there was a study done with about 30,000 individuals. And they followed those 30,000 people for about 8 years, okay? So there was two questions that were proposed in this study. And the two questions were, how much stress have you had in the last year, right? So every year they're asking that question. And do you believe that stress is harmful to your health? Right? So those are the two questions every year going on and on. So here's what the interesting information came out about it, which is significant, and I hope that it's going to help you transform your mindset too. This is session 1 of this transformation, okay? So those who experience a lot of stress in the past year and did not have different belief that is stress, or they believe that is stress were harmful to their body, had a 43% increase in death rate or risk of death. 43%. That's significant. Significant. Now, what is really cool is those who experience a lot of stress, the same amount of stress, but did not believe that stress was harmful to their health, did not have any change whatsoever in their death rate. So what does that mean over here? The questions that I want you to think about it is like, is that possible that by changing the way we think about stress can make us healthier? And actually, science says yes, that when we think differently, when we change our minds about stress, we can change our health. It is so cool, folks. And so another study by done by Harvard, they basically separated people in groups. In one group, they, said about the stress, very stressed out folks, whatever. In the other group, they actually trained these individuals to understand and gave them the knowledge to say, hey, when you're stressed out, right? What is going on is your body's preparing you for action. Right? You're getting more oxygen in your brain so you can think clearly, you can make the decisions sharp and, ready to go, right? And so the breathing that we have, this is basically getting your heart over there really ready and bringing the oxygen in so you can actually go for that run if it is, a threat in your life, whatever that is going on. So the coolest thing was that what they experienced or they noticed is the group of individuals who were not trained to understand or to have the knowledge that stress is really, beneficial, that is really preparing you for the outcome that is ahead, they actually had the blood vessels of those individuals to thicken. Right? So with blood vessels thickened is kind of constrained, and that is what the problem when we talk about stress and cardiovascular disease. Right? I had a client that actually the cause of his quadruple bypass was from stress. He was not a big guy, he was a thin guy, and he still is, and his diet wasn't terrible either, was not loaded with, old crappy foods and so on, and had a quadruple bypass. Okay, and Brian is doing great. You can read his testimony on my website, bfabbu.com, if you like. So, but here's the coolest thing. So those who feel stress is helpful, right? That the body was getting ready for that action, that is giving that oxygen and so on. The heart vessels stay the same. And that the coolest thing is that when the scientists evaluated this, that is the same heart vessel condition, and they were relaxed, similar to those who experience joy and courage. It is amazing, folks. And there is more about that we're going to talk about it. Cover, courage and joy and all those things related to stress. So what I want you to do, okay, is what I want you from this point on is every stressful situation that you encounter, that you experience, or even from a friend or a family member, let's take a step back and it says, hold on, what is going on over here? What is this situation, coming up? You know, why am I breathing so heavy? Why am I, about to burst over here, right? Think it's your body getting ready for that activity. And that is helpful to you because that can save a life. That can save a life. Imagine if you're not responsive for this. If something tremendous about the house, the ceiling is about to come down, and you just look at it and say, oh, well, cool, whatever. Or, I don't know, a car is coming about to crush you and kill you, and you stay right there and you look at it and say, oh, boom, before you know you're dead. Right? So that response of you actually wanting to go, your heart getting up and giving that oxygen or that excitement, that adrenaline is the body preparing you for action. Right? So stress is not all bad. Right? What I want you to think and agree with the science over here is when we think about it, that is coming to help us. Remember, our heart over here, right? We do not have to thicken the vessels, right? In the arteries, we actually can control that. So take a few deep breaths. Think about, okay, hug yourself when it says, yes, you're doing a good job. Take a few deep breaths, control it back. And that is going to give you, kind of a motivation and going to give you inspiration to say, okay, thank you, body. You're doing its job. Let's go after it. I understand what's going on. So take the time out. Feel blessed that your body is responding for that. And that is one of the greatest benefits of stress. So if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out, bfabbu.com, or put a comment down or up, wherever that is. And I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have. In the meantime, stay healthy, stay conscious, think about your stress, how beneficial it is to you, how it might be saving your life, and I see you tomorrow for more about the coolest things about stress. Take care, folks. Have a good night. Bye-bye.